Hello, boom shakalaka.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Do they still say boom shakalaka? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, for everyone that puts NBA Jam on the TV.
Didn't they make a new version of that NBA something?
I can't even imagine.
I'm pretty sure if it's not out, it's coming out. There's like this modern version of like NBA Jam-ish, street ball-ish, 3-on-3.
Look, I'll admit, I was obsessed as a kid, but also I don't know that we need this. I don't know that it holds up.
We do need it. We need something that's in the sports realm that's lighthearted, easy to pick up and play without having to train your rookie through the China D leagues, and then his neighbor gets killed in a car crash, and your girlfriend breaks it. Like I started to hate when the 2K series, instead of like embracing the rise to fame, started embracing the rise to soap opera. I'm like, why is my best friend dying as I'm getting drafted in the NBA? That's when I knew Spike Lee needed to be stopped.
Hoop dreams.
It's not a hoop dream. Like, I want to go to the NBA. I don't want to see my best friend killed.
You're not my father. You're not my father.
Do you accept him as your father or reject him? Like, what options are these? Where's David Stern at when I need him?
Oh, I love that.
God. But I digress. All hail Canada. What's up, LaRose?
He here.
Latest and greatest news, I believe Argentina beat England in the World Cup tournament of tournaments.
Oh, and the Englanders are pissed.
They are so pissed. They are loading up a bunch of wooden ships right now, ready to recolonize the known world.
They sure are. This is so me, but I was like, what if I went to the horse track? What if I went to the betting place right up the street and bet on US to win it all? Luckily, I'm lazy, and I was like, no, that would make me go outside.
I think that would require some level of confidence in the sport that the U.S. is competing in. Like maybe basketball, sure. Maybe hockey, they stand a chance. But soccer? No.
Well, God. Once I saw our president, controlled the reins of the whole thing, I was like, oh, well, if he's just going to cheat.
Puppet master.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if
couldn't cheat hard enough to win over Belgium.
If the president could interfere in a World Cup tournament, I think we have bigger problems to worry about. Because then what stops any other president from intervening? I forgot what country it was, but there was one country where the team lost, and then the country canceled all their flights back to the country. They're like, figure it out. It's not in our budget. You guys losing.
Nothing drives more real life consequences than fucking soccer.
Yes. It's world's most famous sport, much to the chagrin of Americans.
I know. Yeah, I love hearing the stories of like, Pablo Escobar, back in the day had somebody killed, his family killed. It's like, you missed your goal, man.
Like, look, I don't know what to tell you. If that's the most popular sport in your country and you ruin it on the world stage, you better be prepared for the consequences when you go back home.
How could anybody be like a referee of that sport? You know what I mean? Like, because you hear the stories of that too. Like, oh, referees have been beheaded. They've been like.
You got to live in one of the countries where it's somewhat civilized and they care about the sport, but not enough to hunt you down and murder you, right? Like you can't be in like Argentina, Chile. You can't be in like South America because you can be in Brazil. Maybe Brazil's probably the safest South American country. You can be a referee on the world stage and like call against your team. I think that's the other thing. You got to say, don't put me in a match where my home country is playing because I got to go back there and deal with these people. You don't.
That's true. Yeah, I think
what is the most popular sport in Canada?
Gotta be hockey, right?
Is it hockey?
It's gotta be.
I don't know. I mean, See, Noir is pretty invested in soccer. LaRose seems to think it's homosexual, but I think millions of people would disagree. What kind of question? It's an honest question. What do you mean? Trying to get to know you, dude. What the fuck? Loosen up.
Music. Play my song.
It's definitely hockey. Okay, I don't fucking live in Canada. What do I know? I'm down near Mexico. I've either lived near Puerto Rico, Cuba, or Mexico my entire life. I don't know what happens up north. Good Lord.
My my best friend growing up moved to Canada when we were in like 8th grade. I know, sad sob
Traitor.
story. Yeah. But he went up there and he's like, oh, like I play basketball. I'm super interested in basketball. No one knows what the fuck to do with this round oval. They're like just a bunch of short fucking kids. And he's like, just, towering over everybody that even had the balls to try. It's pretty funny.
Oi, lad, you're not supposed to touch the ball. You're supposed to kick it. Nah, I mean, I don't know. It's amazing that you can literally cross an imaginary line and all of a sudden everything culturally is different. So that's why I asked. I could, if you want me to lean into stereotypes, sure, I'll lean into the stereotypes. Call you Canadians soft. So
stereotypes exist for a reason.
All you do is drink.
Says the Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to just assume things, I can do that.
Ye fucking ha.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that everyone could really benefit culturally from more awareness for other cultures gotten through 90 Day Fiancé. I think that's a great way to open your mind to the world and how others view it.
What are you suggesting? That everybody watch 90 Day Fiancé to learn about other cultures?
Yeah, I think it's educational.
What are they going to learn about? Either the Philippines or Africa? That's
mostly just how terrible America is.
That's the only two continents I've seen. I've seen the Philippines. I've seen people from Nigeria hooking up with white guys. I mean, white women, like the black guys from Nigeria will get the white women, and then all the white guys in America will get the Philippine or the random South American. That's it. What else is there?
Yeah. There's like 3 archetypes. There's the Nigerian dudes that are like with some cougar, right? There's the I met her once at an Asian brothel and now she's my wife. That's an archetype. The third one is like, the fiery Latina, like Brazil, That's pretty fun.
Look, I'm not mad at going to some, cheap flea market in the middle of Honduras or Thailand or something, and then the shop owner is like, hey, why don't you talk to my daughter? She's hot and ready and available, and you get like a nice linen outfit and a wife.
You don't mind purchasing your wife? That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, capitalism, right?
Fair trade. Fair trade.
That's what everybody says in America is capitalism, right? Why does Elon Musk get $1 trillion? Oh, it's just capitalism. You don't like capitalism? Fuck it. Let me buy a wife then.
How much for your wife?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with, a little barter and trade system, right? I give you, $100 American. You give me a couple of outfits and a nice little lady to take home.
Speaking of Canadians who I love and cherish, Kenny versus Spenny, this old show that used to be on Canadian Comedy Central. They'd compete in challenges, and at the end, whoever lost had to do something embarrassing. One of the embarrassing challenges, the guy had like an earpiece in his ear, and like there was hidden cameras around like a public park. He had to go up to moms and be like, "How much for your daughter?" That was the best. How much for your daughter?
The worst part of that isn't asking it. It's when somebody actually like acknowledges this as an actual transaction, and then you have to be like, no, I was just joking and we shouldn't do this.
Yeah. No.
No, it's a prank. That was the first it's a prank before, today of people getting shot and stabbed.
The it's a prank of today has just gone, it's jumped the shark.
What would you do if you were in, your local grocery store getting your feces infested vegetables, and then some kid is, trying to prank you? How would you respond?
I'd shove the salad down my throat, digest it as fast as possible, and explode diarrhea all over them.
All right, let's get into the queue tonight. First up is How Do I Move Forward by Noir.
I knew that would be the good transition. Great transitions around here.
I felt I'd only make it as a baller or a rapper. And if that didn't work, I'd be a mega church pastor. When it comes to golden glory, I'm not sure who's the master. Will me and God have smoke when I turn into ashes? Yeah, see, navigating life as a bastard in a world that try to break you and make you work through the fractures. I hide all the pain through the smile and some laughter, but under the grin is pure envy, call it Nevada. We stuck in the middle like Malcolm, with only lint inside our pocket. Gotta devise a plan to take what isn't ours like Team Rocket. The system failed us, the whole block we on is Babylon. Like being awkward with the basketball, we just carry on. Funny how the street don't teach us about Wall Street, just how to scrape up bail money and post a bond. When all you know is hell, evil mold you as a spawn. But the truth is, we can't all be saints like LeBron. They got me saying, dear Lord, how do I move forward? Money, power, fame held me back too long. Good God, I feel like a fraud. It's time me and the man in the mirror had a talk. Cause when trauma's left untreated, it can spread like a cancer. Will a chemotherapy come in the form of a stanza? Or will it forever be in our blood like Bruce Banner's gamma? This is a handmade tale like June losing Hannah. I see similarities to my world and Gilead. But whatever, I ain't got time for these silly ass mortals who in combat over quarters. I ain't proud we getting pennies, dog. This a real life horror. Somewhere I lost myself, I had to get back on course. I just pray I break the chains of the bondage that I frequently endorse. They got me saying, dear Lord, how do I move forward? Money, power, fame held me back too long. Good God, I feel like a fraud. It's time me and the man in the mirror had a talk. But it's easy to ignore us. I grew up with hope was ration and every dream came with a shortage. A demographic of fake Moors who swung us in the forest. The stereotypes that grew from the blood and the soil, not the sweat from the toil. They commercialized the struggle, treating poverty like fashion. Steal our ideas, repackage it, then cash it. Working hard for them, but we never get their benefits. You can't refuse to educate somebody, then call them ignorant. Tell me what's a halo to a head deductor swordsman who tipped the scales of justice using lies as extortion. They love to see me cooning, but hate when I'm non-conforming, which means that they love the artist, but don't care about Norman. I'm peeling back the layers of the characters that I've drawn, the achievements that I've covered, and in phases I've undergone from the time that I lived with Sean and moved away from my mom, cause the system was parasitical on the lower echelons. Will the world ever be fine? Of people who share my color, they steal it from my culture and lie and say that they love us. They treat us like Voldemort treated every single muggle as giving pure blood energy every time they discuss us. Saying, dear Lord, how do I move forward? Money, power, fame held me back too long. Good God, I feel like a fraud. It's time me and the man in the mirror had a talk.
All right, that was Norman San with How Do I Move Forward, produced by Noir. Start to show off. I like that. There were a few things that, not that I didn't like, but that I thought could be better from my own ears. At first, I thought on the second line of the hook, when he said, "Good Lord, I feel like a fraud." The first time I heard it, I thought he said, "Feel like a fart," and I was like, well, "Why would he say that?" Because this doesn't feel like a song.
That's fire.
This doesn't feel like a song where you would say that. And then the second time the hook came in, I was like, oh, "Okay, fraud." Like,
good Lord, I feel like a fart.
That's like that's a slant rhyme that if I ever heard one. But good lines throughout of it. Very solid delivery, very confident delivery. I didn't like hearing all the breaths in between things. I feel like the mix could have faded those a little bit better so they weren't so. The recording itself felt a little bit undermixed, although everything else, the execution, everything else felt super polished. So all in all, I give it a. I feel like I'm hating. Objectively, I'll give it a no. I feel like I want to be subjective here.
Say what you will. Say what you say.
I'll give it an 8.5. I feel like I should give it a 9, but I don't know. Something about it feels underwhelming to me. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, everything is well done, but it doesn't quite like hit me the way that it should.
I think I know why.
Why is that?
Because you're a fucking idiot. That was fire. That was so good. Look, okay, I'll be the first to admit, we probably even heard this beat. Like, it sounded kind of familiar. And I bet you I even said then, like, what? Who's going to do? How do you do anything with that? I don't get it. It doesn't register for my poor little pea brain. Well, that's how. He couldn't have done anything better. I think everything that he did was perfect. I think it was mixed perfect. I think it sounded perfect. It was written perfect. I went and fucking followed him, and I added that to my like songs playlist. Sorry about it. Look, the bars throughout it, like I even wrote some of them down, which I never do. I never write any notes on this. I just say things. But he had fucking full of envy, like Nevada. He had just like
a little cheese, a little geeked up over there.
Some fucking line about when all you see is hell, something Spawn. Like, just awesome references throughout. Mortals, Combat, Quarters. Yeah, this is like a lyricist. And I loved his like approach to this kind of off-kilter beat. And I'll just say it, Noir, I was wrong. When you have these really intricate artists, these people who can do complex schemes and just do art over this shit, it makes it even more special than when you just have a normal 4/4 boring beat. So I was fucking wrong. That's a 10. I'm bought in.
All right.
And maybe I'm the opposite of a hater. Maybe I'm a fucking lover. I don't know.
You're definitely a gooner. I'll give you that.
I'm gooning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Revy. Great time to join us.
Oh yeah. Next up, La Rose. Ballad of a Broke Boy. All
Shout
right.
out to all my broke boys.
It's a community anthem.
I'm so damn broke. That's no damn joke. I'm so damn broke.
So goddamn broke.
That's no damn joke.
Yo, I'm so broke. That's no fucking joke. My meals consist of KD, wine glass full of coke. My girl won't be seen with me cause of my old denim. Balls drafty, cause my drawers got a hole in them. Long past due to replace my whole wardrobe. Everything in it is like 10 plus years old. Fridge got some bread, moldy cheese, and some takeout. Got me fantasizing when I bust past the steakhouse. Need some fresh cheddar so I can bust the steaks out. But for now, I guess I'm eating frozen dinners. Gambling on the lotto, hoping for a winner. I need money soon, it's getting close to December. I don't want to wear socks to bed another winter. I'm dressed ratty, call me Master Splinter. Tempted to pack it in and take off in a Sprinter. Live life like a vagabond, another hitchhiking sinner.
I'm so damn broke. That's no damn joke. I'm so damn broke.
So goddamn broke.
That's no damn joke.
35 years old, cleaning clothes at my mommy's. Embarrassed her son can't afford a coin laundry. When I come over, you know I'm raiding the pantry. Stuff in my pockets full of tuna cans and baked beans. On top of that, I'll probably move some BuzzFeed and bum a smoke for my walk down the street. I live in a city where it's easy to freeze, and if it's not freezing, it's 100 degrees. And when I get home, I got no heater AC. Taking the bus from point A to point B. I guess I could bike, but fuck that shit, I'm lazy. Doing honest day's work, man, you must be crazy. Stoner with the potty mouth, nobody hiring me. Let's not kid around, I ain't working no Mickey D's. You wanna pay me minimum wage, you can suck on these. I'd rather be broke as fuck than work for pennies.
I'm so damn broke. That's no damn joke. I'm so damn broke. That's no damn joke.
All right. That was Ballad of a Broke Boy by none other than Canadian representative himself, La Rose. Do you resonate with this song, D-Bird?
Yeah. I mean, considering I have $0 at any given moment, sure.
Yeah,
Spent all my money on a documentary.
can all resonate with that for sure.
So if you guys want me to not be broke, check that shit out on Amazon Prime. Insert advertisement here. I digress. Back to the Ballad of the Broke Boy. I like the idea. I think it's a fun song. Like the beat just kind of insists you have fun, almost to the point of cheesiness. I like some of the lines. I think, you know, it's a funny perspective, and you know, I think that you do it justice by, I'm guessing, being authentic to yourself. I like the detail in it. I will say that I think on the other side of the coin, some of the wording is just a little awkward. Some of the rhymes don't quite land the way that I want them to. Like Mickey D's just kind of fucks up the timing a little bit in certain parts. I'd also say, like, I really liked the part in the first verse where you came around and rhymed steakhouse. Like it really connected, and then you did it again and it pissed me off. I was like, I'm pretty sure you rhymed steakhouse with steakhouse or steaks out. Either way, just like didn't like it.
Oh.
Dice loves the same rhymes rhyming with the same rhymes.
I love when you
same rhymes.
make the same thing happen more than once. I love it.
I don't. Oh, and I didn't like the singing. The last part just wasn't a fan of the chorus. I think maybe with some auto-tune, some Melodyne, whatever. You know, again, I don't know if this is just a first rushed attempt to get us a quick reaction. I'd say some tune would help. 7.5.
I don't know that it needs auto-tune on the singing, but I definitely feel like if you're going to be kind of wailing and not necessarily the most powerful singer, then some sort of other ad-lib track, some other layer to it would definitely help. Like if you rapped over it, like while he's going dun 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 dun, and then at the end dun 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 dun, dun, like hit some other sort of line to kind of fill in the emptiness space at the end of the hook. That way the listener isn't solely focused on how off key you are in your singing. So I think that would help, like if you added some sort of rap over the top of it to kind of like close out the singing. That way I'm not super focused on like, why is this dude just drunkenly singing to me? But I agree with Bird. I think like some of the lines in the verses are very well executed, and then some of them are just kind of, they feel kind of forced in there because you wanted to execute a concept regardless of how it fit into the confines of the beat. So like especially that line at the end that he mentioned, like the McDonald's and something pennies, like it just kind of felt like you kicked it in there just because you wrote it down. And I think that rewording it or writing something different would fit better with the flow. But there were some like cool parts in between, like that give good visuals, like, you know, doing laundry at your mom's and then wondering, you know, are you the disappointment on your family? Those are the kind of things that people can relate to, that you don't necessarily have to have the most clever, complex wording of it. You know, just saying it and executing it properly gets people to think about, damn, yeah, I've been in that position. So there's a lot of moments in there that are reflective and relatable. And then there's other moments where it feels just kind of like you're just kind of shoving it down the pie hole because you want to say it and not necessarily because it fits in the flow of things. So all that to say, I give it a 7. We're back down to 7. Last week was an 8. I'm back to 7s. What up, Brevi? We are doing A-okay.
So good. So good. Doing fucking real good.
Our favorite team, Argentina, has advanced to the finals of the World Cup. Me and Bird are ecstatic. Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina, as we call it in our close circle.
It's like the motherland versus colonial offshoot full of Nazis.
Wait, who else is in it?
Argentina and Spain.
Spain. Oh no, I take it back. I like Spain.
Yeah, you been to
I've
Spain.
actually been to Spain. I haven't been to fucking Argentina. So
Would you go to Argentina?
situationally, I'm gonna say maybe. Would you?
I'd go to Argentina. Yeah, I'd go to any country. I don't think there's a country
Any
that I,
country.
yeah.
any
The only country that I would stay away from, and I'm not sure that it counts as a country, is but those little secluded islands where the people will eat you if you get too close, because they're like, we don't know what diseases you people have. We see these planes flying around. We're just over here, hunting birds and cooking coconuts.
All right, tune in to next season on White Collar Rhymes. Dice goes to North Korea.
I'd go. Dennis Rodman went. He came out best friends with the president. What are you talking about? I'm going to North Korea.
That's Dennis Rodman.
I can be Dennis. Get a couple.
I'd love to
notes,
see you cosplay as Dennis Rodman for 1 year.
color my hair, put some big shades on, get tattoos all over. I can be Dennis. What do you mean? What you talking about?
That would make you more interesting than you've ever been. I support this. Lean in.
Look, anybody can go to North Korea. All you got to do is go in through China, and then China will escort you in because they're cool with them over there. Just because the U.S. doesn't fuck with North Korea doesn't mean you don't have to, right? You could still go if you want to.
Yeah.
They have tours.
You'd blend right in.
Yeah.
They'd never know you're American.
Look, as long as I follow whatever my handler says and I don't break any laws, they would see me as a superstar. They're like, oh, guy from America wants to visit and show how great our country is. Gotta give him the first class tour. I'm there. I'm first class seat. Let me see the factory, Kim Jong-un. Let me see the fields where the corn is grown and then dispensed evenly amongst the. Let me see all the good stuff, even if it's fake storefronts. Let me see. I want to see and embrace it.
I did hear they have a bomb water park that they built.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see the ski resort. The ski resort that they built. Here it's top class.
Yeah.
I can go skiing.
Worth
Come
a
on,
shot.
bro. Dice in North
You don't
Korea.
know how to ski. You don't have a fucking ski.
It doesn't matter. I've skated before. I used to be a skater. I can ski.
Mm.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm good. That's all I need.
I would pay for the film crew to follow you. I wouldn't go myself though.
Let's plan for this. Me, North Korea, 2028.
Save you money.
Save WCR's money. It's the real question. All right. Next up, Bykov, Comfortable. Yes, tonight is subs only, but we have a show every Sunday where anybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome. You can sub on Twitch. You can be a member on YouTube, or you can go in our Discord and you can subscribe directly there. The choice is yours. So many options. Or if you want to actually just get in tonight and you don't care about us and how wonderful our smiling faces are, you can just tip and then skip the line.
All of those things are true.
Plenty of options. But yeah, we do this every Sunday as well. So if you want to not, spend your coins yet, maybe, put your toe in the water, you can join the Sunday queue and then hang out and see what we get into tonight.
I mean, you're getting a little flavor of how we review. It's pretty much just we press play and then we're like, well, here's what this made me think of. Here's everything I can say about it.
And then we talk about me going to North Korea.
Yeah. And then it's North Korea. Every time. Somehow it always comes back to
So
North Korea.
full circle, North Korea is like mothership base camp for, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Yeah, no, it's not where our headquarters is. WCR.
All right, here's Comfortable by Bykov. Says, beat by Wixie, little track Kuiper forced me to finish in one evening. Need some tweaks still, but I like it though. Whatever happened to Kuiper?
Man, I miss Kuiper. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you miss
Something to
about?
rant about every time he played a guitar.
It's true. I do miss Kuiper. I wish that he and his girlfriend stuck around. I don't know what happened with those two.
I wonder who ran her off.
Me?
I didn't say that. Did you?
I don't know. I don't. Just asking.
Ooh,
X.
Yikes.
That means
Sounded
Parasite.
so healthy. I don't know what happened.
Parasite is available, guys. Hey man, you want a top-notch singer? Got some vocal chops? Oh, 17. Well, for the young kids, I'm not. I don't know what she looks like or anything. But for you young blokes out there, the Adons, the Rogue Jepsons, that's same.
Rogue
same
looks 17. I think it's still illegal.
Probably not in Britain. They have such relaxed rules, but he calls everybody a nonce out there. So you're probably right. But Rogue does look 17. What do you think Rogue would look like with a beard?
I've seen it.
How was it?
I think it was better, but he doesn't believe in himself.
Well, let's believe in Bykov.
Don't you go anywhere where you don't feel comfortable. Don't you go anywhere where you don't feel comfortable. I chose to ignore you. I'll end up on the news that I can't assure you. I'm not sure what to choose. And as the days go by, you tell me to watch myself. Getting through nights not healthy, I might be dead, but that's just the surface. Don't you get nervous. Don't you go anywhere where you don't feel comfortable. Don't you go anywhere where you don't feel comfortable. I chose to ignore you. I'll end up on the news that I can't assure you. I'm not sure what to choose.
All right, that was Comfortable by Bykov. How did Kuiper force you to finish this? I was expecting, I guess, a collaboration of some sorts, unless, well, you said beat by Wixie. Paid for the skip. It didn't get in. Where did it go? I'll look at that and see. You make a lot of music together, never finish. Was Kuiper supposed to be on this? I guess that's my confusion is what was the collaboration intended to be? Or was it just he sent this to you and demanded that you finish it? Otherwise, it's a cool little track. I'm having to get used to your, what I would call lax delivery, where it's not quite sung and it feels underperformed, but that's intentional on your part. And I think a lot of it has to do with the vocals being so present that it definitely brings out more clarity in how you pronounce things, and you can hear the underperformance. But if you're going for that purely from a, that's how I want to execute it, it takes some mental adjustment on my part. Overall, though, I think it's a cool little track. I would just need to re-listen to it to really gather myself into this aesthetic, and that's like the style that you're executing there. Because otherwise, I would listen to it and wish that the singing was a little bit more impactful and powerful. But if I just take it from the perspective of that's how you want to deliver it, then I guess you hit the nail on the head. I mean, yeah, everybody has their own flavor. I think the projections don't, if you know how to execute them correctly, the tone stays the same. But if you're not sure how to execute them, then it just, yeah, you're right, it feels uncertain. So I think that that's your comfort level of underdoing it so that you don't fall into this realm of unknown and then have to record and redo everything over. You know, all that subjective shit aside, I think it's decent little track. I'd give it a 7.5.
Can you play the first like 5 seconds?
Don't you go anywhere where you don't feel comfortable.
You need some more?
No, I think that's fine. The first time I heard it, I was like, it felt like it came in super off. But maybe that's like with the Wixie talking over him with the, you know, guitar strumming the way it is. It felt off initially. It was, like you said, an adjustment as I was listening. I do think that like pretty much right where you stopped it, that's where it started to feel a little bit more comfortable. I was like, oh, comfortable. Okay, I get it. I see it. I think I would echo what Dice says for the most part. I think that, you know, it sounds like maybe you're experimenting and doing like a scratch track and just kind of like, here's how I'm gonna record initially, and then I'll come back and then put some more like emphasis in different parts. I'll do like little tweaks on the delivery, and then that's just it, you don't. I think overall the things that stood out to me were the backing vocals seemed not to complement the mains as much as I wanted them to. I did like the melodies of it. I liked the chorus. I didn't like the guitar. It almost felt like if the strumming wasn't so constant, you know, if it's dun, you do like just one chord and then let your voice fill in the rest and then another chord. Yeah, I didn't love the beat as much. So I'll just say that I think it's decent. I could do a 7.5 as well.
D-Bird liking your guitaring. That was your guitaring? What did Wixie do versus what did you do? I guess that's the other thing to clarify, if that was you playing the guitar. Oh, another song. So you like other guitar songs, not this guitar.
Honestly, I do. The production you did for the tournament, that was fire. I thought your production with Jadera, real good. Assuming that you played that.
Well, you know, you guys told me earlier about stereotypes. Don't do that.
What? Are Germans known to be good guitar players?
Look, I've said too much already. You know, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want Germany to be banned from Germany. If I'm going to travel the world and I'm going to go to North Korea and other countries, I need to keep the peace. Okay.
That's true. You know what happens when Germans get mad?
World War?
No. Hot dogs come spilling out of their throat.
Revy,
which just causes a mess.
Revy, where did you pay at? Was it on Stripe or was it on PayPal? Or was it somewhere else that I'm just
fair
woefully unaware of? Austrians. I fuck with Austria.
Austria. Here it goes. Ba, ba, ba.
That's crazy. Okay. I don't see. You paid whitecollarrhymes@gmail.com. Hopefully you didn't pay D-Bird directly.
I mean, I could tell you I didn't get shit, but if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You know, we really should have bribery open. Like, look, if you're looking for an instant 10, flash me a 10. You know, a 10 for a 10.
Look, if there's anything that we've learned in our, not going to say how many years of life, but money talks.
Also, Chris Tucker, money talks.
Do you think Chris Tucker should come back and do another Friday or just let it die?
I'll say this. I rewatched Friday. Oh, no. Sorry. Rush Hour. He crushed. Still held up. I don't know if Friday would still hold up. Probably.
I don't know that there's more to really continue with that story. Like I feel like they ran the course of what they could do. Like I had a day in my neighborhood. I went over to my uncle's house. We had Christmas when we moved out. I feel like they did everything that they could do with that what do you call it? The Friday world. I don't want to stretch it thin to the point to where now it's diluted and I don't like it anymore.
I agree, but but imagine how fun it would be if Chris Tucker was like the old guy and now he has like a kid who's hanging out on his porch.
But okay, so I can see that, but at the same time, I think that would need to be the focus. It would be the interaction between the parents and the kids, because the moment Chris Tucker shows up and then he's like secondary, then you're like, well, what the fuck? I gotta watch Chris Tucker kid. I gotta watch Chris Tucker Jr. I'm here for Chris Tucker. I'm here for the name.
Yeah, I think it's their kids are getting into all the same shenanigans they got into, and then it's Chris Tucker and Ice Cube having to like figure it out. Like, oh, these kids.
That makes sense. Revy,
there you go, Hollywood. Do it.
Pay us first. Hold on. Whoa. Slow down.
Oh, yeah. Slow down, ChatGPT. Stop writing the script.
Revy, let's do this. If you put whatever the hell that you were going to share in the lounge, in the Discord, I'll just grab it from there and we'll play it. And then we'll figure out where in the stratosphere, whatever the hell transaction happened, because it's not showing up for me. I don't know why. If it's showing up on your bank app, it'll probably just like refund itself tonight. But yeah, post your track in the lounge. We'll play it, man. We'll play right now. We got you. No worries. We're not hard to deal with. Like I think people think we're like, oh, rules are rules. You follow the rules. Nah, fuck the rules.
We made the rules. We make the rules.
We made the rules. We can break them.
Yeah.
We're in a good mood. No, we don't owe you 5K. Matter of fact, you owe us 10K last time I checked. Learning you produce. Okay, you've been learning for 5 months. All right, show us what you got.
Show me what you got.
Did you watch any of the clips from any of the Jay-Z shows?
Jay-Z? No. I heard Benzino reacted to like a crowd reciting Eminem lyrics at a Jay-Z show.
Yeah, Eminem was there for I think the Saturday night show. Did Renegade and a couple other things.
Yeah, don't care. I mean, it's just an iconic verse, and the fact that Benzino is still just like the only time his name pops up is when he's complaining about Eminem. Hilarious to me.
It's weird, right? I saw like earlier today. I saw somebody asked the Art of Dialogue asked Dame Dash, "What did you think about the JC?" Like, why? Obviously, they don't get along. Why would we ask somebody who is obviously contrarian what you think of your enemy's recent outing? Like, what? It's clickbait. It's feeding into the hoopla.
Hootenanny.
Revy, where's the track? Where can I find it? Did you put it in the Discord? I see you've talked about what you do. I see some asterisks, so something got blocked out.
Talkbox. What is Talkbox? I wonder if that's the...
It's like the thing that, what's his name used to use? The guy who's on California Love.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
We'll talk.
I think this is like the Sly Piper does that on like Dre's album.
Yeah. The thing before Auto-Tune.
Oh,
yeah. Links are blocked on Twitch. Put it in the Discord. We'll go there.
Nice. That always seemed like an interesting instrument to me.
I always wanted to get a talk box, but I don't do enough funky shit to really justify having one. It'd just be another piece of equipment collecting dust in my ever-growing well, not growing size wise, but
Mhm.
collection of electronics in my studio office. So maybe if I ever get a bigger studio, I'll get a talk box and then we can make some 70s funk music together.
Sign me up. Just have to-
California knows how to
Yeah,
party.
party.
You probably see
California.
you already knows. You use it one time and you're like, oh, this is cool, and then you never like circle back to it. Dude, have you played the new Pal World that everybody is like left our server to do?
I fucking will not, refuse, absolutely fucking no.
Why not? You don't like catching pals?
I don't even know what the fuck it is, but just
It's
the
like-
name alone pisses me off.
It's like Pokemon, but different. And you can also catch humans.
Yeah, like I play Call of Duty, and even then I was like, okay, this is boring now. Like, I'm not a huge gamer.
What are you? What do you do for fun, D-Bird?
I sit back on eBay and look to see when a Michael Jordan card is undervalued, and then I click watch, and then I watch it, and then somebody else bids on it, and I watch it go to somebody else's hands. That's pretty fun.
It's boring. What are you talking about? It's like watching paint dry. What are you talking about? Watching a card's value?
Oh no!
Do you
Yeah.
buy any of the cards? Or you just watch them?
I used to, but then I got introduced to the Broke Boy ballad.
Broke boy ballad. Chin, you're not Chin. Chin posted theirs in the lounge, unless Chin is your alias. Here, let me.
Help us out, Revy. Where do we find this? It almost seems like the perfect troll. Imagine somebody who just fucking hates us was like, no, like for sure.
There-
Here's the link. Don't you see it?
It's right there. I swear.
Yeah, I sent it like 20 minutes ago, guys.
All right, this is called "It's You, Baby" by Revy.
Ooh, banger.
Wrong server. Gotta love it.
You had a lot to Here. This one's from Reddit.
Something fixed. Okay, kid. Something fixed. Something fixed. Okay, kid.
The alert system. Residents are advised not to panic.
Where you from,
The shaking
Revy?
you're experiencing has
30
been
a.m.,
identified as
right?
Revix dropping another beat.
Must be nice.
Let's look at
Okay.
funk.
Don't understand what's going on here. This is most disturbing.
We've got an exclusive premiere from Revix. Don't touch that dial.
I think I know where I'm at on this. So first and foremost, you did an excellent job with the talk box. I mean, I don't know if you ever used one before, but you sounded really comfortable with it, and the talk box itself didn't sound out of place. The things that I think that could be tweaked or adjusted, like the piano, the original piano that you started out with, that's like consistent throughout. I would figure out different ways to make that feel like there's more variety to it, maybe filtering, panning, reverb, something, chopping it up, but it's like consistently throughout it, and it becomes ear fatigue after a while of the piano's just always constantly playing. So some sort of transition to where you take it away, bring it back, would do justice. The only other thing is, like, sometimes it felt a little bit busy in some sections, like when you had like the different vocal samples playing and everything all going at once. It felt a little bit cluttered in the sonic space. I don't know if necessarily panning some things left and panning some things right will really open that up, but I almost feel like with the stuff that you did with the talk box, some of those vocal samples aren't really necessary. I feel like they're kind of like, they're ear candy elements that don't really add any solid value if they're going to be playing on top of three other things, if that makes sense. Like maybe if you have like a little down break and you like kind of give it some space to like really be prominent, or if it kind of blends a little bit in more into the instrumentals, it would feel a little better. But like the way that you had them playing, it just all kind of like rolled up all in the same space, and it just felt like there was a lot going on. But overall, I like the vibe of it. I think just the arrangement is the only thing that could be tweaked a little bit to give it some more variety and space things out, because it just feels like there's moments that sound really well with the talk box. Then there's moments that just sound really like compact and cluttered, and there's a lot going on. It sounds like happily chaotic. But overall, I liked it. I give it a 7. Like I don't not like things about it where I'd say, oh man, go back to the drawing board. I think just some fine little tweaks here and there would get it a home run, but I think it's a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, for 5 months, I'd say this is pretty good. Best part about this, by far, the talk box. That talk box fucking rocked.
Yeah.
You don't see it very often. Like, I don't think we've ever gotten a beat submitted to us with a talk box.
I think the only one was God, I can't remember, the guy Brian who made all those West Coast beats. But I don't know if he did the talk boxing himself or he used like a plug-in or something.
Well, I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, so I definitely don't remember a fucking Brian. But regardless, Talkbox rocked. I doubled down on what Dice said about the piano. That was infuriating. the fucking main piano, you got to change that melody up. And I don't think it's like, oh, do some panning or do some, you got to change that fucking melody. It was fine, sort of initially, just kind of like a shrug. But I think sometimes less is more. And especially as Dice said, when you had like all those layers going and just the insistence upon the piano, dun, 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 you know, like, I wished it wasn't there. I wished it was never born. But that being said, I think it's an easy fix. If you went back into the session, try to expand upon that. Like, even that feels almost like a ending, like how you would end maybe a more advanced piano main. But yeah, figure that part out. Everything else was cool. I liked especially when it was the drums and the talk box going. That was probably the highlight. 7.
All right. Well, we got a gifted sub from Sully. He has a track here called Fart.
Oh, shit.
Says that it is a diss against Mitch, and it has one chorus too much.
All right.
bitch, don't waste your anger on me. I am your favorite art, and it don't fall far from a tree. Yeah, and we are together a team. That's what we decide. So why are you dissing me? Yeah, we stay together until death do us apart. Like the weather, I can see our love in the stars. But whatever, I don't think I'm stuck in your heart. But I'm better than your girlfriend. She's a fart. Yeah, your girlfriend, she's a fart. Should've kept me from the start. Should've kept me in your heart. Now our love is blown apart. Yeah, your girlfriend, she's a fart. Should've kept me from the start. Should've kept me in your heart. Now our love is blown apart. Shout out my therapist, I see her cause I need it. And when I talk to her, I cry, I'm in my feelings. And when I'm by myself, it's your songs that I sing. It's either Sully or that JCC bitch. We stay together until death do us apart. Like the weather, I can see our love in the stars. But whatever, I don't think I'm stuck in your heart. But I'm better than your girlfriend. She's a fart. Yeah, your girlfriend, she's a fart. Should've kept me from the start. Should've kept me in your heart. Now our love is blown apart. Yeah, your girlfriend, she's a fart. Should've kept me from the start. Should've kept me in your heart. Now our love is blown apart.
That was Fart by Sully.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. Your girlfriend's a fart? Hilarious. I love it. I mean, you caught it yourself. The hook is entirely too long, but literally it's just you take the 4 bars, the 8 bars, the million bars extra, just delete them from the session, and boom, it's a 10. Okay, maybe not a 10, but I think this is actually some of the best singing I've heard from Sully. I think tonally it definitely like matched with the backing beat even more. I think it is hard-ish to understand. Like if it wasn't named Fart, I wouldn't necessarily know you're saying fart. You say it a little strange. Maybe it's the accent. I'm not sure. But it doesn't come through on any other words. Last thing I'll say is this. I like this for what it is. I think that in general, maybe it's my own personal laziness. Maybe it's like, yeah, it is my own personal laziness. People make music for all sorts of different reasons, but it almost feels like a missed opportunity to me because you sound really good over the beat. I like the beat a lot. And I almost wish it wasn't so hyper specific. And it was like just a normal song that could be a little bit more relatable than hyper specific characters in an internet Discord. That's, yeah. I know some people love the hyper specifics. Cody Nash wander around like, oh, there's a bumblebee. Oh, here's there's a plastic cup on my desk. Let's just talk about what's around the room. But I think it served its purpose, and that shit crushes. I'm at an 8.75.
All right. Well, I did not like this at all. I felt like I was trapped in a fun house of mirrors, and Homie the Clown was chasing me with a sock full of rubber balls about to whack me on the head for saying something stupid. I think it was more so the beat and the hook more than anything, is that it kind of just drove me nuts after a while. But to D Bird's point, and kind of to dive into that a little bit better, like I think flow wise, it felt a little bit more comfortable than in the pocket. And the only thing I can attribute that to is like, it's not a song that you took serious. So you didn't like overanalyze how you need to say things. You didn't overanalyze, oh, I want to say this certain line. I want to invoke these feelings. And I think that's a delicate balance that artists have to learn as they continue on their journey of like, sure, there's times where you have a message that you want to execute, but at the same time, you should do it without pressure of like missing the mark. Like, yeah, you might want to hit the timing of how you deliver. You might want to say things a certain way, but when you like overthink everything, which was, you know, when we go back and we talk about like Fallen Dove, not saying solely's on Fallen Dove's level, but like Fallen Dove and Cyclone, when they were making their music, like they were so focused on, oh, I want to say this word and I want to sound this way on this track. When you focus too much on one thing, you fall behind in other things. And I think the fact that you didn't even care about this track, it made you flow a lot more comfortably rather than you like, oh, I want to be reserved. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to have this push and pull of emotion. So I think that worked in your favor of it just being a bullshit toss away track. Whereas where something that you took a little bit more serious, you're like, oh, I got to be reserved. I got to hold back. I'm doing too much. Like you're overthinking things. You know, I'm just making wild assumptions here, but I'm just generalizing to say that like when there's less pressure, you tend to kind of take a bigger risk. And sometimes those risks can be a home run. This wasn't a home run. It was like a base hit because the beat sucked. But still, I think the feeling that you had in your delivery was a lot more comfortable than some of the tracks that you put more focus into. But I still hate the track. I give it a 6.
I should also say that my rating was based on a world where you cut out the extra 1,000 hours of hook. So that was an easy fix. I just fixed it for you in my head.
My rating is keeping that shit in there and saying you shouldn't have did that.
Shouldn't have did that, boy.
Shouldn't have did that, boy.
Shouldn't have did that there.
All right. Well, that is
You're from
it.
Texas. Why don't you have more of an accent?
I'm not from Texas. I'm from Florida. What the fuck? Just because I've lived here now most of my life doesn't mean I'm from here.
Yeah. Millionaire.
There's very few things that I relate with in Texas. Whereas if I go back to Florida, I feel like easily back at home.
Oh yeah, smoking Marlboro Reds and wrestling Gators.
You got one of those right. Wrestling Gators, like
guess which one?
you walk on the campus of I don't know if it's still like this, but when I went to the University of Florida for my year before I dropped out, there's like literal swamps on the campus, and there's alligators in them, and there's no fence. They're just like a couple of little small signs, can't be bigger than this, that says stay away from the gators. And it was known. Like you didn't have to tell us twice. See a gator, go the other way.
How funny is it that they're like, yeah, you probably shouldn't fuck with it, right?
I mean, I feel like the signs were mostly for people who like, oh, I'm from out of state, but I really want to go to University of Florida because they have, this program or something. The signs are for you fucks from out of town. Like that's residents. We knew. Like, okay, gator over there.
I mean, I have heard stories of people going to Yellowstone and like jumping in the lava pools.
They think, oh, a hot geyser. It must be like a sauna. I can go jump in there and just warm myself up. No, you fool! It'll boil your skin off. What do you mean?
How hot could it be?
Shit is like
I have a hot tub. It's fine.
Shit is like 1,000 degrees. It's not your hot tub on your porch. I mean, yeah, I think signs like that are not for the locals. It's for the out of towners. And gators are just a normal thing where I'm from. Gators. Well, we don't got no gators here, but what we do got is a show on Sunday. So we'll be back on Sunday. Shout out to everybody for hanging out. Shout out to Spain and Argentina. We support both of you monetarily. in our minds. Hopefully, you'll support us monetarily in the real world one day for us shouting you out on our world famous show. So we'll be back. Okay, we'll see some Argentina hate and Spain hate. Okay, Germany feels some type of way, which is strange considering that Argentina is like a secondary Germany, from what I heard.
Austria.
Austria's cool. No comment on Austria. Watch the playoffs. Okay, I'll watch the playoffs. Third place will be way better than the final. Who's playing for third place? Got to be Canada and USA, right? USA.
There was a NFL playoff that was like that. I think the Bills got knocked out, and it was something like the Chiefs and the 49ers like a couple years ago. And I was like, fucking out of all the teams,
You're too
I
fair.
can't think of a more boring fucking game. And it was garbage.
Dude, before we go, you know what I saw a movie promo for?
What?
A movie about Sylvester Stallone pitching the idea of Rocky so that he can be Rocky.
And is he actually playing himself?
No, they got some young guy that kind of looks like him, but it just, I know behind the scenes, he's just spearheading everything. Like, I want all of these old franchises to die and die gracefully. I don't mean like, oh my God, bury them, never watch Rocky again. We have like 4 Rockies that you can go back and enjoy. I don't need 80s and 90s franchise milked to the death of them to the fact that now we have to make a movie about the person making the movie. No, it's not that fucking interesting. And if you want to learn about it, go on fucking Wikipedia and read about it like every other schmuck at 2 a.m. I don't need a movie about, if I want to see a movie about Sylvester Stallone, give me a movie about Sylvester Stallone. Don't give me a movie about Sylvester Stallone being Rocky.
I couldn't agree more. I think historical, non-documentary, fictionalized versions of events are only for mouth-breathing fucking seamstresses. Like the people that sit there doing cross-stitch and breathing through their mouth. It's for the most boring fucks you'll ever imagine. I can't think of a worse premise for a movie. Oh, who cares about the actual film? What about the behind the scenes when I was like pitching it? I worked really hard on it.
Right.
I even
I would say,
who cares?
I would say re-release the original movie as like a, HD version and then give some like behind the scenes interviews. I don't need a 2-hour movie about how you made the movie. It feels like you're just milking millennial residual income now for like, oh, these people have pocket money. Let me just keep fucking milking all the shit that they grew up on. I'm tired of people pilfering all of our extra coins because they know we grew up on stuff and we feed into the nostalgia. I'm sick of that for my generation.
Yes, and I agree wholeheartedly. I am a slut for nostalgia, but not this type of nostalgia.
I'm a slut for nostalgia, but I'm not a slut for like you making me pay
money grabs.
Yeah, money grab shit. Like, oh, hey, look, 25th anniversary of, like what Jay-Z did is fine. Like, okay, my album came out 30 years ago. Let's celebrate it by having concerts. Jay-Z's not saying, oh, I made an album about me making the album 30 years ago. Buy this new album. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, give me a concert and show me, have Rocky redistributed in all the movie theaters and then have maybe at the end 30 minutes of bonus behind the scenes footage. Do something like that. Don't glorify shit that doesn't need to be glorified.
Couldn't agree more. And I'll take it a step further. You might not be with me on this, but like the story of the Nike guy who signed Michael Jordan.
Oh, don't care at all.
Fucking who cares? Michael Jordan's the interesting part, not the fucking guys like, wow, I went around and I tried really hard and I got him to. Who cares? Shut up. Yeah. Moneyball, shut up. Don't give a fuck.
I will go on the record now. I don't know when or if it's ever going to happen, but the moment that they make an actual like documentary out of the rise of Michael Jordan, it will be one of the best-selling films of all time. If they go from like high school, cut from the team, to North Carolina, to draft, to up until he wins his first championship, if they capture that like decade of time, that will be one of the best-selling films of all time.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Exactly. But don't give me a
Now,
movie.
do I need to
about-
know what Nike exec was
Yeah.
doing? Like, no.
Don't give me a movie about the guy who at Converse didn't make the right pitch and then Nike comes. I don't care.
Yeah, that corporate bullshit, like we can see that day to day. Like it's just like, oh, I rolled out of bed and somebody made a bad pitch. Who cares?
Would
Yeah.
we watch a Sully autobiography? I feel like that all depends on what you accomplish in the next 5 years.
I think you're just enough of a dumpster fire that I think I'd be all in. Yeah.
Bird's all in. I'm on the fence. I got to see something to get me up and ready to watch something.
That is true. I would need to see a trailer for it to see like, okay, what are we actually doing here?
Like
Are
if
we-
you make national headlines for something, literally anything, okay, you got my attention now. Like, okay, what happened here? Give me the deets.
But even then, I want a fucking autobiography. I want a documentary. I don't want a fictionalized retelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the most boring shit in the world. I can't imagine the type of person that enjoys them.
You made the uni newspaper for what? Did you like streak across the football field at the finals? Did you
Wrestle the gator.
let a fart bomb off in homecoming?
Fart bomb.
Do people still? I know they got fart sprays now. I guess fart bomb isn't a thing. No, you built something cool. I don't care about that. Building stuff. I can build stuff.
Let me put it in perspective. So I don't know personally, but I've seen recent videos of fart bombs. Now, how do I know this? Well, Love After Lockup, I went on a bit of a rabbit hole where Michael, who is just like constantly featured playing like 100 different women, and they're all like, I'm in love, I'm his wife. And he has like, no, I literally say this to everyone and have like kids over here, baby mom. Like, he's a fun
Playboy.
watch. He's a fun watch. Yeah, he's just literally all in love, and he's just like fucking everything that walks. Apparently, he's a rapper. And so I was like, oh, well, I have to find his music. Duh. Couldn't find it. But on his social media, he does have a link. This link is to a YouTube channel of his fucking sister who tries to do skits. What skits, you ask? Watch my mom react to my fart spray skit. Or just set up a video camera in their living room, sprayed fart spray, and just sat there giggling while the mom's like, "Woo, smelled like shit in here." It's like, "Oh, did you fart? It wasn't me."
This is the worst content I've ever heard.
I can't imagine. I hated it.
You like trash TV.
I mean, trash TV is fun. I will watch the brother running around and like fucking all these delusional hoes all day. Yes. The sister, though, she's like, let me cash in on some of that like Wii TV money. And no, not everyone is made for the screen.
But Sully is. And when Sully makes it big, you know who's going to be there? Us two. Me, D Bird. You remember that,
If it's
Sully.
interesting. If it's
If
interesting.
it's interesting, yeah. If it's interesting. If it's not interesting, we're going to, we don't know that guy. Never heard of him. Bike off who? Never heard of him.
Why don't you bike off?
All right, we're going to get out of here. We're getting delusional. I'm starving and I'm probably dehydrated. And Bird has Bird things to do. He has some trash TV to watch and some eBay cards to watch.
Definitely.
All right, we'll be back Sunday. Catch us on the flip side. All the other good jazz, adios, farewell, and all those other euphemisms that people say. Shout out to the World Cup. Go England, go France, one of the two. I don't know. Bye.